Hey, who's the happy Buddhas? Yeah. Everything okay? The non-speaking English have translation? Have translation enough? Yeah? Hopefully. Yeah. So, how's everything? Great? Yeah. You look so pretty. Where are you going? Huh? Some even put makeup on. Are you going to have a wedding party or something? Huh? Wonderful, wonderful. Just be happy. I don't care what you do. Okay? Just be happy. Life is short. Everybody say that. So be happy, huh? We still have a lot of room. Why they don't? A lot of room here, huh? Hey, chocolate. Where are you from? Huh? South Africa. You're not supposed to look like chocolate in South Africa. Welcome. Anyway, welcome. My God, where were you when I need one? In the Philippines, I want to find a chocolate from Africa. Cannot find. 2 person get stuck, at the airport somewhere or in the jungle somewhere. Okay. Any good question? Intelligent and really important and necessary. You may shoot. And don't just ask questions because you want to get the microphone. Yeah? Don't just ask questions because you want to have a blessing from the microphone. That is no good. Any question? Quick before I change my mind. This one guy up. Yep. Yeah, any.
Yes, Master. Since I was very little, I've been able to see I don't know if it's spiritual light or if it's just something wrong with my eyes, maybe. But kind of like floating things.
Okay, what kind of light you see?
Well, they're like clear, floating things.
Thing?
Yeah, they kind of look like.
What thing?
Like maybe little bubbles or something.
Okay. So what now? Are they bright?
I mean, I do see some bright lights also. I'm pretty sure that that's the spiritual light, but I'm not sure about this other
about the
kind
bubbles.
of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the question?
I was just wondering if you knew what that was, if it was spiritual light, or if maybe I should go get my eyes checked.
Yeah, get your spiritual eye checked. Never mind, you okay. They don't harm you. You're still alive. You look normal, so it should be all right. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Master.
See, some people, they practice in the former life before they reborn again into this lifetime. So it's not unusual that people see things, yeah? As I told you already yesterday, that the Gusi Peace Committee chairman, he even see my aura. That's why he keep calling me Your Holiness, Your Holiness. Yeah, something like that. Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, next one.
Hi, Master. First, I wanted to thank you so much for everything you've given me, and I especially think about my family. I have 2 children and a wife, and it's just been so blessed since I've been on this path. And I really wanted to thank you for in London how you talked about just how you have to be your kid's best friend plus their teacher, and it's really brought a lot just of beauty in my world, because now I don't really need to go out and socialize because I live with my best friends.
Yes.
And I just thank you so much, because they're 5 and 2, but I hang with them like they're my age, but at the same time I'm their teacher.
Yeah.
So I just want to thank you so much for addressing that in London, and me being a father, it really, that whole session, if you remember, it really was beautiful for my family life, and so thank you for that. And my other question was it's a little bit private. It's regarding sexuality, or a sexual something, and I didn't know, is it okay if I just
I don't know if they want to hear about it. Me, I'm all right. I'm here for you. Anything you ask is fine, as long as it's really important to you. Yeah.
Okay.
What now?
Well, since I've got here, and this has happened before, but it stopped for a while. But since I've got here, I've only been here 6 nights, in 4 out of the 6 nights, I've had it, like when I'm sleeping, I release.
Impurity things? Okay. So what happened?
I mean, what happened was that's really like, I'm just wondering, that's weird because today I actually feel drained from that.
Ah, sorry.
Well, I'm just wondering if you have any, if you know why that might be. Like 4 out of 6 nights, like that's really awkward. And I don't know if it's because of so much power here and it's like detoxification.
Maybe your eyes should be a little bit less wandering.
Okay.
All right. I tell you how advertisements work, huh? What you don't see won't hurt you.
Okay.
Yeah, and the woman here also should behave well, huh? Don't try to seduce my boyfriends. Protect them, okay? It's not only your fault, yeah? Some of the people are just newly initiated or, they just have it within themselves or whatever, yeah? Or some are maybe your ex-lover in a former life. These things do affect you when they gather together and it's a kind of stronger pull, yeah? So it's okay, don't blame yourself, never mind.
Okay.
It's better than you actually performing. And your wife will not be very happy. It's okay. The thing is, we do get influence from the environment. Do you understand? Yeah. And when we suddenly encounter our past affinity, there's something that just happened, okay? It's just, at least it's just physical. It would be bad if you fall in love or something even worse. Okay, so you guys, the woman, also please try to be, it's your attitude, understand? It's not what you wear, and it's not what you do, it's your attitude, you understand? We should always not thinking of seducing any man or trying even, or even subconsciously try to control your tendencies of feminine penchant to, to act some differently in front of a man, yeah? Okay? Don't look into any man's eyes, don't try to go near them and talk nonsense, don't try anything at all. Except reciting the 5 names, always remember heaven and God. That's all you should do around here, okay? Then you get a lot of blessing. Otherwise, if you are in the presence of the great assembly as this, you get not much or nothing. If your mind is elsewhere, understand? Okay? Man, woman, woman don't look at man, man don't look at woman, yeah. We are already separate when you're sitting, but when you're eating, I can't help it. You know what I mean? When you eat, okay? When you walk, you walk. In the old time, the monk, I want you to think that you are all monks, yeah? With the exception that you already have a family and tight. Just look about 3 meters in front of you, that's where you look.
Okay.
So you don't fall down even, huh? And look upon everyone as sister or mother, okay? Yeah.
Okay.
It happened, okay? It's
Yeah.
all right. I hope your wife don't question you. I don't care. Okay, never mind. Men are having very big difficulty controlling this thing. They just need to look. That's it. It happened. And they be in trouble. Woman, we can look all day long on the beach or anything. We feel nothing. Yeah, woman, we need to be in love in order to function in the sexual department. Men, they don't need to fall in love. It's just automatic because you're programmed that way, in your brain, in your being. So I don't blame you. Nobody blame you. Should not blame ourselves. Yeah, it's just you're programmed that way, and we feel very sorry for you.
Well, I wanted to say.
Not you. I don't mean you. I mean for the men. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to say that I have. I mean, there's beautiful women here, of course, and I've seen them and gone, wow, she's beautiful, but that's been it. I haven't been like, fantasizing.
I understand.
But I guess I just need to
I
just not
understand.
look at all. Or
You just look in front of you 3 meters.
Okay.
Then you have less problem.
Okay.
Maybe only 3 nights in after 6 nights, and not 4, or maybe 2 nights instead.
Oh
Poor
my gosh.
thing,
Now,
poor thing.
Now, can I ask one more? Something similar?
That was, I tell you a joke. Men are really pitiful, I'm telling you. No, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. They just programmed that way, the poor thing. They are there just for, how you say, for creative, talking nicely, for creative purpose, yes. For creating new men and women. So they're doing their job very well, and even if they don't want to do their job, it's just automatic. They just see a woman or sit next to or stand nearby or smell a scent of a woman, then they're in trouble already. It is out of their control, I'm telling you. That's why most of the time, even in any country, when men and women sit both sides, women always overwhelmingly more population, and men are always less. They have trouble practicing spiritual. So if anybody tell you that only men can become Buddha, you tell him, get off my vicinity. Okay, it's very difficult for any man to control. This is just automatic, okay? So if you want to really avoid it, you just don't look, okay? A visual advertisement always work. I told you already. That's why some people spend billions of dollars advertising for cigarette, Coca-Cola, all kind of thing. Terrible. All right, there's a joke like this. And husband and wife were sleeping, and suddenly the husband was laughing very loud, happily. So the wife woke him up and said, "What is it so funny? Tell me, why are you laughing?" So the man said, well, I just dreamed that I have many women around me and they were so pretty and we had a good time. So I laughed. Oh, the wife was so mad. She pinched him all over and said, "From today, you cannot dream like that. I forbid you. It's terrible. You cannot dream like that." And so the man said, "Oh, it's just a dream. I couldn't have it." So the man said, the woman said, "But you must promise you don't ever dream like that again." So, so the man said, "Okay. From today I don't dare to sleep anymore." So men do have problem, huh? So please, the beautiful sex, please protect them, help them, okay? Help to protect my poor men, yeah? Because they are helpless, yeah? They are helpless against your power. You are powerful without weapon, without even talking, without even looking at them. Your presence is enough, yeah? Your presence is enough to send them go berserk. So please, be very careful, okay? Don't even try. You don't need to try. They already have trouble. If you try, can you imagine? Huh? Okay, huh? Yeah. All right. Yeah, the next question. Now I have cleared your guilt.
Okay. So, and the next one was just as far as, trying to be in control of my dreams, because I feel like when I'm dreaming, and some brother told me the other day that when you're dreaming and you don't have control of it, you're kind of you will eventually when you come up some levels, because I'm just, I feel hopeless. I feel helpless in my dreams because I just feel like a robot. Like
I
if
know.
a girl comes, which I feel like it's my comes,
Yeah.
I succumb to her, and then I wake up and I have possibly released or whatever, and I'm upset at myself, and I'm like, I'm wondering how I might be able to be more in control and be in my dreams, be able to say the 5 names opposed to being a robot. Like,
yeah, well, you need a lot of practice.
Okay.
Before you sleep, we already told you during initiation, until you really already get into the meditation, then you slowly lay down.
Okay.
In that case, during your sleep is a meditation. Yeah. Sometimes, if we do not concentrate before we sleep, then we might sink into astral level or something where such things abound. Okay.
Okay.
And you can't help it. The astral women are even more beautiful than the people on this world. Yeah. Next one.
Master, I'm very happy to meet you. And I personally have no questions at all, but there's a brother from Italy also that wants to say, brings you your greeting, and he has written a poem for you, and which I have to give you, if you can accept it, please.
Sure.
Would you please pass it over to
He
the
lives in
master?
Italy.
He lives in Bali as well.
Oh,
He's a
wonderful.
convenient practitioner,
Wonderful.
and he couldn't come, so because...
He wrote in English. Is his English this
in
good?
English, he wrote it for you, yes.
Nice.
He's a writer, he has written books also in Italy, published also.
Wonderful.
Yes. And because he's 74 years old, he has been practicing convenient method with very good results. As sometimes, because we work together, so sometimes he asks me things like, what does a flute sound mean? Things like that. So he has very good experiences. So he's very happy. And before you came in his dreams, and you said, please don't worry, don't cry. You are in my heart, and don't be sad about anything, because you're really deep in my heart already.
Yeah.
And if one day you keep the 5 precepts, keep doing them. You keep your vegetarian diet. He's been on a vegetarian diet for 6 years by now. Yes.
Yes.
And you asked him one question. You said, please, have you ever thought about doing something for me? Don't answer me in this moment.
Yeah.
Just think about it and then do something for me. This is the only request I have for you. And he said, yes, I will, Master. And then you walked away slowly, and you turned around again. Please don't try. You remember, I'm in your heart. And in the morning, he told me, Master came. Already I know I will not go to Bangkok, but I'm happy. She gave me like a shower. He told me it was like a shower.
Yep.
I don't know about the 5 names, about the sound, but it's something different now.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello, Master.
Yeah, talk.
Just a quick question. The other day we were up here and you were lecturing to the Chinese. The translation wasn't going, and I was just wondering, in that case, what would be best for us to do? Should we just focus on what you're saying, even though we don't understand, or should we meditate?
Meditate or whatever. Yeah.
And does it
Whatever you do is fine. Look at me or meditate.
all the same?
Yeah, whatever you like.
Okay.
Because we have not enough room, yeah. Therefore, whatever room we have, we squeeze in the people so that you can be around with or without translation. But if you don't feel like coming here and don't understand, when you don't understand English, you are welcome. Also sit somewhere else and meditate. You understand me? It's just a favor that you come, even with the Chinese talking or Vietnamese talking, so that you have more chance to see me and get the non-verbal teaching. Yeah, that's all. All right, next one, Choco. Yeah.
Master,
Yep.
I'm over 5 weeks initiated now, and I'm grateful to be here, that within these weeks I could come to be in your presence. Master, the question I have is, I don't know if I should be worried. How do I know if the transmission took place during initiation, because I have no experience at all? So I do not know whether there's something wrong or everything is fine.
You could go and ask again. Ask the desk, yeah? Spiritual desk. See whether you did something wrong and repeat it to you, all right?
Thanks.
Okay, no
Master.
problem. Even if you don't listen, it also took place. It's just that you should know better so you can, improve. Yeah.
Master, the second question comes from my wife. She asked you this. She asks if the speaking in tongues as mentioned in the Bible is real, because every time she tries to pray,
Yeah.
she speaks in a language she does not know and understand.
Yeah.
Thank you, Master.
Kind of, that is kind of, I don't know, sometimes they borrow the body, yeah? It's better not continue in that. But recite the 5 names, meditate is better, okay? Yeah, all right. But it will gradually go away, yeah. Otherwise, it's also no harm, but better not, okay? Better not lend your body to anybody at all. Yeah, next one, yes.
Thank you, Master. I'm very privileged and pleased to be here. And I see light and sound. I hear sound 24/7, whether I'm doing Kuan Yin or Kuan Kwang. And I see beautiful light, and
That's
I hear
good.
all types of sounds.
That's good, that's good.
But should I just, and I'm enjoying it, and I like, it improves too. I see so many things, and I hear so many things, and I like all that's going on.
Yeah?
Which should I just continue, and it'll be revealed to me later, and just continue with my practice?
Yeah. Continue and try to concentrate on a higher light and a higher sound. Yeah? Okay? Congratulations. Very good. And you're very sincere. You practice well. So continue that way. Okay. Anyone else? Yeah.
Master, I was wondering about health situations. I know the Kuan Yin method is very good for enhancing one's health. And if you do the Kuan Yin method, pay attention to diet and exercise. These things are very good for your health. My
Yeah.
question is,
Also your health, but it's not the main point of our practice,
is there anything further that we can do in regard to meditating and looking at our records or our past mistakes in terms of what can be done for enhancing our health in terms of a chronic health condition in this time? Is there anything further that we can do to change those aspects of time? Because time is really circular, where past, present and future are in coexistence with each other and going on simultaneously.
You want to practice so that you can get better health? Is that what it is?
Yep.
Why so? Why you worry about health so much? If you practice, everything will improve, okay? Don't
Yep,
just
okay.
concentrate on health, all right?
Right, thank you.
Yeah, next one. I never advertise for you to practice spiritual for the health's sake. I never emphasize that. Please put it out of your mind, okay? We practice for the sake of finding our great self, to be united with God. That's a noble aim of every practitioner. Not health, not money, nothing, okay? Nothing that is short-lived, nothing is not spiritual. We don't aim on that.
Thank you, Master. Has anybody, I haven't seen all of your meetings with the English-speaking people. Has anybody mentioned Thanksgiving since we've started the seminar this time?
Nobody mentioned it.
Nobody's mentioned it. Well, for me, Thanksgiving is a time, it happens every year, the Americans, so there's millions of Americans that take a day off, and it was for us Americans, it was last Thursday, and so I was on a plane coming to Thailand at that time, and I was really hit by the fact that this is the first true Thanksgiving I'm ever attending. I'm blown away by the fact that I'm here with you, and all of the other Americans back in the United States were having a meal and praying to God and giving their their thanks for the blessings they'd received for the year. But I'm having a chance that no one in the few people in the United States could ever appreciate, of being in front of the one and giving my thanks for pulling me out of the suffering, for helping me to understand that I was polluting my body for years with all the other things. So 48 years of struggle and looking for the truth, and to finally find it and have somebody share the truth with me and save my soul and take care of my family and give me a wife that can be a friend and to let me be a monk right in my own home. My home is my ashram, and I thank you for all the blessings you've been giving me over these 7 years. My birthday was last week too. On November 20th, when you landed in the Philippines, it was my birthday present to hear about that. And thank you very much. And I had a chance to see the Gusi Awards on SMTV in Tokyo. So you have crossed all borders with SMTV. I think that's the greatest thing that's happened to our organization since it's started. And I can see from the results with the family from Iran, there are no more borders. You have broken the borders. I think the work with the computer has really paid off, and I'm so proud and happy to be part of this organization. And thank you so much for what you've done for me and for my wife. And you've given me such a blessing, so many blessings.
It's okay.
Thank you.
This is our Thanksgiving, okay? But we give thanks quietly in our heart by sitting here and thank God in our own way. It's better than killing turkeys and eating and drinking and making even more non-father babies or losing job or losing friends or losing neighbor over being drunk, you see? So this is our Thanksgiving, you see. Sometimes we make it at Christmas, sometimes we make it Buddha's birthday, sometimes we make a retreat on Thanksgiving. But we do quiet, we don't, because we don't celebrate the way all the other people do. We really thank God, and God knows it. We're not thanking God through the turkey, because I don't think the turkey speak better than human to God. So the poor turkeys, yeah. Anyway, it's good. It's good that you enjoy the Thanksgiving here quietly, the real Thanksgiving. Yeah, all right.
Thank you, Master.
Welcome. Next one.
Hi, Master. 7 years ago, that was the last time I saw you. Thank you so much, Master, for this retreat, especially for Thailand after suffering the tsunami. Thank you so much for bringing so light here in Thailand. And thank you for enlightenment as well. My question is, when I'm meditating, I'm in front of like 5 different suns, very bright, like this color, like almost gold. And when I'm getting closer and closer, I feel like I'm burning. I feel like, and I'm afraid to go through that. Did I supposed to keep going, or I don't know. It's just I feel like I feel burning.
Understand. It's just the introduction, okay? Maybe you're not pure enough yet to go through, okay? But if you're brave, just go, okay? Or maybe you wait until when you feel cool. Yes, if we are not pure enough, the light can make you feel uncomfortable. I told you that. Hence, 5 precepts: vegetarian, being compassionate, loving, kind, etc., etc. Okay? To purify yourself. Because let's face it, in the free world that we live in, the so-called free world, we are too free. We're free to damage ourselves. We're free to destroy our mind, our brain power, and body cells. We're free to freedom, too much freedom, yeah? All the meat that we eat, all the alcohol that we took, they are so poison. They damage a lot to the spiritual being as well, yeah? So that's why you have to restart it all over again, yeah? Actually, the Muslim country, I'm telling you, they're more lucky, yeah? They haven't been damaging too much, yeah? Except the meat, make them sick and all that. But the alcohol and cigarette and drug and all that is even worse. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, okay, the less the better. But in the free world, we had too much. Yeah. So now even you already get there, you couldn't go through. So never mind. Wait. Okay. Wait. Recite the 5 names. All right. Our next one.
Dear Master, I come from Indonesia. I got the initiation 2 months ago.
Where are you? Okay.
I'm here, Master. My question is, during my sounds meditations, most of the times I hear Muslim people are praying.
Yes, that's
And
good.
sometimes even when I do the light meditation, Master, my question is there anything wrong with me?
Are you Muslim?
No, I'm Buddhist.
Ah, wonderful, wonderful. We always happen like, I told you already, all the religions are the same. Therefore, it happened always, the Christians see the Buddha and the Buddhists see Christ. Yeah, all the Muslims see the Buddha, the Buddhists see the Muslim Muhammad. See, to prove to you that our religion worship one God, and we all related. All the masters work together for the betterment of the whole universe. Okay, nothing wrong with you. Just enjoy. Say hello to them if you see them. Yeah, the Buddhists see the Muslim, hear the Muslim prayers. Wonderful. Is that wonderful? Huh? No, also because last life you were Muslim. Okay? Yes, and it's still recorded in there. It's good, it's good. Yes. I'm sorry, we don't have a big mosque. So this is okay. Now you understand why all the mosques empty. Nothing in the mosque. Because in the old time, they pray, they come in, meditate like this. So they need space just like here, you see? In the mosque, nothing. Nothing at all. It's a real prayer. They sit together and pray, so they need the room. Have you ever entered a mosque? You have, huh? Oh, empty, empty, empty. Just space, nothing else. Yeah. And carpet, of course, so people to pray. Yeah, all right. And they always have the cushion, the carpet, yeah, individual carpet. And, you know, they always cover themselves, mostly because that's a Kuan Yin cloth that you are having. Yeah? Okay. Yes. You see, Mother Mary also cover, yeah, and it's just the tradition. Yeah, no need, we know it, okay? Yeah. And all the monks and all that, normally they always have extra cloth. Yeah, that's just from the old time when you practice Kuan Yin method. Because it has to be done like that, yeah? To cover yourself. And then after a while it become like just a tradition. It lost the purpose of it. But actually the cloth that the Muslim cover, that's just for Kuan Yin method. Do you understand? See, that's the cloth that you're having. All of you. Yeah? And the Sikh also, they need to cover themselves. And the Muslim women cover themselves. The Hindu women cover themselves. But they lost the motive behind it, yeah? And in some Sikh temple, normally the men also need to cover. They use a turban, you know? That was in the old time for the Kuan Yin method. And when they don't do the Kuan Yin, then they just wrap around their head. And the women cover themselves, see? Nowadays, some of the Sikh don't cover themselves with turban anymore. And they go into the temple, they put a little handkerchief, just symbolic. It's so funny. And the Jews people, they have a little thing there, symbolic of the old things. Because nowadays it's difficult for them to keep covering, you know, as a man. Or to even have turban in a different country. The men don't wear turban, see? And the Vietnamese even also have turban. You see, that was the remaining of the old spiritual practice, when people need some cloth to cover themselves. And then later they make it into a fancy hat, which you saw me wearing sometimes. So sticky, I can't even open it to cover myself because it's all stick and glued together and sewed just for prettiness now. It become like a national clothes, headgear. It's not, it's not what it's supposed to be anymore. Yeah, yeah. And the Sikh, some of them just put a little handkerchief when they go into the Sikh temple. Yeah, and then the Jewish put a little symbolic on top. I'm telling you, all the things related to Kuan Yin. Yeah, yeah. Next one. Yes, here you are.
There was once or twice I felt that there was a vibrations on my left foot when I'm doing the sounds meditation, Master. My question is, are these things becomes the parts of the spiritual experiences, Master?
The vibration on
The
your...
vibration on my left foot.
Okay, it's all right. It's just the life currents. Sometimes it moves around when you're doing your meditation practice. Sometimes it try to gather all the energy to come up and to get out. Okay?
Sometimes I felt very scared of it, Master.
Scared?
Yeah.
Pourquoi? Why? Why are you scared?
Yeah, it seems like there was an earthquake.
Oh, no problem. I know that. Sometimes you sit on the bed. That's why I tell you don't sit on the high chair. Maybe you might fall down, you know. And sometimes you sit on the bed and you feel like the whole bed is moving very strongly. You understand? Not your body, but the bed. I feel like earthquake too. Don't worry about it. Yeah?
Thank you,
okay?
Master.
Just very strong energy, I'm telling you. It's not joke. Yeah? Next one. Yeah. All the English first and Portuguese, Spanish after. Yeah. Yeah.
Master, I was wondering if you could help me. I have an obstacle in my practice, and that is I cannot remember to repeat the 5 names enough during the day. And I have been praying. I've tried all kinds of techniques. I've prayed for your help. This is all I want in my life, all I want. Yet I still have trouble remembering to repeat the 5 names.
Just do whatever you can. Yeah. When you remember, you repeat. When you don't remember, you don't. Okay? You can also gather some sister, brother together if they want to help you to recite it together. You know, for half an hour for some days. Yeah? Or an hour for some days. And then it become automatic afterward. Okay? Next one.
Hello, Master. I do feel this liberation that you were talking about lately, and I practice better. But something very strange happened to me lately, and it seems to me to be very low level, so I'm confused. During my sleeping, I heard a voice whispering to my left ear and awakened me. And the second time it comes months later, and it's whispering in my the back of my head. So I'm wondering if it was Maya, something very low level, or what I could do with that. Or...
It's Maya.
Yes.
You repeat the 5 holy names whenever it happens again, if you can. Yeah? If not, just ignore it. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. I am telling you, if you have some eloquence, that you are on 2nd level, okay? When you can talk a lot and you talk good about spiritual subject, that doesn't mean you're anywhere yet. You're 2nd level, yeah? Everybody can do that. When they reach 2nd level, they can talk a lot. I mean, talk makes sense, But that's still 2nd level, so do not try to feel that you are God or Buddha or anything like that. Let somebody else call you Buddha or Master. That would be very bad for your ego. Good for your ego, but bad for your spiritual practice. Next one, please.
Thank you, beloved Master, for your eternal love and for your divine presence with us.
Okay, you're welcome.
Is there a way to bring comfort to you and to be with you in person?
Thank you. Just meditate, okay? When you elevate yourself, that's make me comfortable. Yeah. Every teacher is the same. Yeah. If your English teacher know or see that you speak English very well, just as his expectation, more or less, or even more than his expectation, maybe he'll be happy, no? Even though if you speak English, it's good for you. But the teacher will be very happy. Yeah? Okay. Thank you anyway for your concern. Thank you. Next one.
Master, I was wondering, can the soul dictate what the personality does, or does the personality just decide what to do and the soul has to go along with it?
The soul doesn't dictate anything. Yeah? The soul is all free, or detached, or nothing. Yeah. The soul sometimes happen to be near the body or in the body, and then has to feel what the body feel, and just is a kind of information that the body feels. Personality It's not the soul, okay? But of course, the highly developed person have a very noble personality. Mostly it's like that.
But if we make a bad choice or a wrong choice, is it that the soul wanted to experience that, or is it that the ego just decided to?
No. That's the karma or the ego, okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
The soul is sometimes helpless. That's why in the night the soul want to go sleep out of the body, too tiring, okay? Yeah. And that's why if you meditate, it's good for the soul. The soul has more time to rest, to truly go into a higher spiritual region instead of being confined in this prison of the body, okay? Yeah?
Thank you, Master. My life has changed since you came into my life. The one question that I have is that I experienced, I've had a lot of painful experiences as a child. And it feels sometimes like that pain is stuck somewhere in me. And it just feels like I can't sometimes get beyond it. That sometimes as an adult, and I act almost inappropriately. And I was just wondering if you could tell me how to get beyond it, Master.
Advice?
Yes.
Not much. We all have to go through what we have to go through, yeah? Either childhood or adulthood, yeah? Either with parents or with burly friends in the school or with teacher or with some bad person, yeah? Or with parents or grow up or with marriage, yeah? We all go through a lot of things. This is part of karma that we have to pay, yeah? For being human, being reborn again. So you just bear it, and whenever you think so badly, whenever these things in the past affect you so much, you just run out of it. Go listen to music, watch a comedian film, yeah, funny film, or go out, have some food outside, go with friends, biking, jogging, yeah, do something different. Don't just stand in there and let the past, interrogate you or harass you or persecute you. Run out of it, okay? Every time something bad like that happens, you go replace something nicer. Listen to music or watch TV. Now we have SMTV 24 hours. That will uplift you, okay? All right. You're welcome.
Hi, Master. I have a few questions. I just got initiated about 6 weeks ago. And my first question is that when I meditate sometimes or when I read your book, I feel some forehead and inside here, is it
What
okay?
did you feel?
I feel a kind of a swelling, kind of a power and inside. Okay. Is that okay?
It's okay. It's very okay.
And when I meditate, like sometimes I feel something push me, and when that power came and I will see a lot of lights, like bright lights. Is that normal? Sometimes my hand also.
It's okay.
It's okay. And another question is, when I try to meditate sound after initiation, I got very good sound. Then after that, when I go home, I have sounds, noises on my left ear. Sometimes I hear children, and then after that I start to hear very nice music. I try to recite the 5 names, but it doesn't go away until I call your name. And it just keeps coming back after a while and a while. So I'm wondering how to solve it.
Then just recite the 5 names.
Just keep reciting?
Keep reciting. Yeah.
Okay.
Or ignore it, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
I go listen music.
Okay.
Both ears. Music with the earphone.
Both ears?
After a while, yes, for a while. Yeah, for a while.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Welcome.
Master?
Yeah.
You have mentioned many times that suffering is a great tool to push you towards the kingdom of God.
Yep.
Which I am thankful that I experienced. But however, I have a close loved one. He is very enlightened and compassionate because he became vegetarian shortly after knowing Master and myself, and he understands your teaching. The interesting thing is he hasn't gone through suffering. That's what I think that that's why
he hasn't gone through suffering.
Well, not in a way that I think he doesn't yearn for the kingdom of God. That's why my question, I don't want to push him. He's choosing his own path, which is fine. But my question is, after knowing this kind of person, is there any other ways or tools to push you towards the kingdom of God besides suffering?
Oh, just let him be. Let him be alone, okay?
Oh, I don't mean for just him, but just for, is it just suffering that?
No, I don't mean you have to suffer in order to push yourself. And some people are like that. Some people need that. Some people need to go through suffering. The more they suffer, the more they push toward. Of course, the suffering makes you more close to God, you know. You feel more you need God more. That's all. But not everybody go through suffering. And if that man is not ready for initiation, you leave him alone. Okay? No pushing. Men don't like pushing. Me think. Okay? Me too. Me don't like pushing either. Me hate pushing. Next one, please.
Master, I was wondering if you could help me see more light when I meditate.
Okay. Some people don't see it because the light comes too fast. Just try harder. Okay? Don't worry.
And the sound I used to listen to music, and I don't hear it anymore.
Oh.
And I'd like you to help me with this.
Not possible. Not possible. You don't. Okay. Just sit there and meditate. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you, Master.
Whenever you want to concentrate, you maybe press a little bit here, okay? So you remember, because our mind tends to wander around. That's why you cannot concentrate and see the light, you see? Even the light come, you're thinking of something else. Just like sometimes you watch television, but your mind is occupied with something very urgent or something very sad, so you don't see what the announcement on television at all. You don't even hear, you don't even see. The same. Concentration is all we need. The light's always there. Okay? Yeah. All right.
Thank you, Master. Our wish to come to see Master is come true today.
Where from?
From Indonesia.
Welcome.
And I have my group have a meditation schedule for 4 times a week, night for each week, and I wish Indonesian can change it to more positive for our nation. Thank you.
You're welcome. See what we can do. Yeah, next one.
My worker find chemical. Sometimes in future, I worry that may be concerned with to develop some chemicals used to control insects. If I take this kind of job, if I get calmer and lower down my meditation level, I am a bit worried about this. And in Australia, a lot of house outside it's brick layer, but inside it's timber structures.
Understand.
Some insects, such as white ink, may be dangerous to the domestic buildings. If we find this kind of problems, if I told some professional staff to control the insects, if I will get calmer from their requirement, ask they do the job.
Definitely.
Oh, yes.
Next one.
Hello, Master. I have a question about the country where I live. I live in El Salvador. In fact, I just live there temporary. And I have heard some sisters say the Master said 70% people there has got elevated. But why it's so difficult to to developing some practicing people here because there are nobody, only me and my husband. So
did I say 70% people there elevated?
yes, I think some sisters said the master said there has got 70% people has got elevated, but
In El Salvador? No.
I don't know because I heard some sisters say that.
I don't even know where El Salvador is, sorry. Okay. The thing is, you don't see what inside the people. You understand?
Yeah.
You see outside, so you cannot tell. Yeah? This world is like that. But the soul is elevated, okay? But nevertheless, the people still eat meat, drink wine.
Yeah.
Therefore, their brain is still somehow damaged. Yeah? So the way they behave is not like the way you expected.
And sometimes I'm a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, but they will pay for their karma. Whatever they do, they pay every day. But they still elevated. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Yes. For example, everybody in the prison. Yeah, and maybe next week they will be free. But meanwhile, they're still in prison. They still wear, striped clothes. They still have to do laundry, whatever work in the prison, and sometimes being harassed by their roommate or cellmate, anything like that. And the guardian, the prison ward, still tell them what to do. They still lock them every night, and they still do exactly the same like before.
Yes.
But they are free already. They're just waiting to go out.
Yeah.
You capiche?
Yes.
All right. And if meanwhile they are in the prison, if they do a little bit more trouble, then the prison will, maybe a mistake, smaller mistake or something, then the prison will still punish them meanwhile until they go out. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. This world you don't see what it is. You don't really see. Some people talk very big, look like very enlightened, but they are not.
Yes.
And some people look a little stupid and act still strange and not very noble, but they are enlightened, a high level. It's just very difficult for you to know.
Yes, but I just want to get some more sisters and brothers here because there are nobody.
Well, you work harder, okay? You get a bigger family for me, huh?
Okay. Thanks,
Right.
Master.
You're welcome. Yeah, we will have to do something more, huh? Yeah, maybe working a little harder, but also depends on the country karma, Yeah, yes. Are you all right there? Difficult, huh? You don't have to cross your leg, honey. Just sit comfortable. Just sit comfortable. Or stretch your leg out. Yeah. And lean on each other so you don't fall down, yeah. Lean behind, like that. Yeah, next one. The boy there, yeah.
Hello, Master.
Hello.
I'm from Vancouver, Canada.
Yeah.
It's been a long journey to come see you, and I'm pleased to be here, and I feel like I've come home.
I'm
This
pleased
is my
too.
family.
I'm pleased, yes.
I am from a large family of 10. I'd be like the third eldest in the family. But my question is regarding karma, past and present. As a young boy, around 6, 7 years old, I was punished for the doing of one of my younger brothers as spanking. And I was wondering, during the spanking, my father would not stop spanking me, even at the request of my mother, her plea for him to stop. And I'm wondering if his spanking has imposed karma from the past relatives into my body.
Oh, that's a long time already, honey. I suggest you forget it altogether even, okay? You're not spanking him anymore, are you?
No, that's not
Okay.
it. But I feel there's something inside of me that wants to be healed and removed. And it seems to be that point in my life where it always goes back to. I have been trying to heal this for a long time, yes.
You want to what?
I feel like I've been trying to heal this wound since that time.
Because of spanking?
Well,
Because your mother punished you?
no, it was my father who did
Father?
My father did the spanking.
Okay, so was it very terrible?
It numbed me.
I mean, emotionally?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Why? Why you bother about that? It's just a small thing. All the fathers spank children sometimes. I mean, many of them do.
I have received punishments, but this was different. It just...
Because it wasn't your fault?
Yeah, I think that's it.
You feel you're wrongly accused, right?
As a child, that's how I felt.
Yeah,
yes.
of course, yes. Okay, could you forgive him and get on with your life?
Well, I have been doing that, but it seems okay.
Okay, you come here and spank me and then you feel better. How about that? I'm also an authoritative figure. If that helps you feel better, come here and spank me. What else can I do for you then?
Thank you.
I tell you what, when I was young, you know, we all have to pay our karma, so don't worry about that, okay? Even if it's wrong, it's our karma. Just say it like that, huh? Or it's karma from somebody else which you help to shoulder, yeah? This is also fine. When I was young, one time my mother came back and I was very happy to come out to see her. And then somehow she lost some money. And I was the only one who was there and bring her back inside the house, so she thought I stole it. I tell her I didn't. But nobody believed me, so it's okay then. And I also get scolded sometimes, you know, by breaking something, even though it's not my fault, blah, 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 yeah. And I get harassed by bullies in the school, blah, blah, blah. We grow out of it. Will you?
Yes.
All right. You're a tough guy. Forget everything.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. You want to go spank me or not? I mean it. Would that make you feel better? There. There. Feel better now? Yeah, let's sit there. Yeah, that's a problem. Sometimes we cannot grow out of our childhood trauma. Yeah, whatever happened in childhood affect most people all their lifetime, and that's what some parents unfortunately do not know. So make sure if you are a parent, please investigate everything before you give action or punishment to the kid. It's not about physical pain, huh? Spanking, it doesn't hurt that much. It's just emotional, okay? Never mind, yeah. If you are a parent, remember how you've been treated as a kid and how helpless you feel and how unjustified you feel. So please be kind to your children. Be firm but kind. Be kind but firm. Teach them discipline, okay? But don't hurt them unnecessarily, okay? All right. Yeah.
Hello, Master.
Hello.
Greetings from Belgium.
Belgium.
Yes. First, I want to express my deep gratitude to you for everything, past, present, and future, and also to all brothers and sisters alike. I have a question about ego. I'm one of those people with little light and sound, but I know from you telling many thousand times that meditation is the answer, so I don't really worry about that.
Yes.
A couple of days ago you said that it's usually ego preventing us from seeing more light or hearing more sound. So I'm a bit puzzled because in my case I feel it's also my ego that keeps me on the path, or as a good hand in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big mental thing also, because actually physically, or I don't really enjoy meditation a lot, but I just know it's good for me and I do it.
Mm-hmm.
So is the ego, is it like duality? Does the ego also have a humble, godly aspect to it?
No. The one that make you continue meditate, that is your soul.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's not your ego.
Does the soul then also play a part in the ego? Is the soul part?
No. It is your own great self that awaken after initiation and knowing, partially without the hindrance sometimes of the mind. You know, the ego is the mind, yeah? The ego is the one who wants to take credit for whatever he can get credit, yeah? The ego is the one who likes to tell everybody what to do without doing anything. The ego is the one who likes to feel or to show that he's in a high level when he's not. The ego is the one who wants to tell everybody about all the charitable thing that he does in the whole day, blah, 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 blah. You know, the ego never is the one who wants you to meditate, no. So it is your great self, awaken and knowing that is good, okay?
Okay, thank you, Master.
You're very welcome. Don't worry about the ego, it will go with the time. And it will be the last one to go. Because also without ego, you wouldn't want to even live in this world, you know? Or do anything at all. Yeah. So in a way, he's pushing also. Yeah. But never try to listen to him for credit or for fame and glory or that kind of thing. That's what I mean, okay? Yeah. Okay, when you sit, you meditate, whenever you can concentrate, you concentrate. If you cannot, then, well, wait until you can, okay? Keep trying, you know, just like when you practice riding the bicycle, okay? Nobody is successful so quick, yeah? All of you, as a general guide, if you don't see much light, you don't see much sound, it's because of lack of concentration. That's number one. But nevertheless, if your heart is still sincere and you just sit there, even then you cannot concentrate, it counts, okay? It counts. And even if you don't see much experience because of whatever, yeah, karma, concentration, influence from the environment, or stress from job, yeah, emotionally problem, blah, blah, it doesn't matter. As long as your life changed, yeah, you feel more peace, more calm, more loving, that is the progress, yeah, and that is more valuable than even the light and the sound. You must light and sound, you must see and must hear, of course, but if your life changed, you're more peaceful, more loving person, that's important, okay, because the light and sound is there for you to change, yeah, and if you change, that means light and sound is there, because sometimes during the sleep, you see light you don't know. And the sound pull you up during your dream, during your sleep. Or sometimes you wake up suddenly in the night and you see the light flash away from you. I mean, it just happened that the light was there and then you didn't get it. But you suddenly wake up, you know? It's just, for example, you were sleeping with your wife or your friend and then suddenly they kick you by mistake and then you wake up and then, wow, so it's a lot of light. But then it's gone. You know, you catch the tail of the light. That means you were sleeping in the light. You were in the light. It's just that you did not know because you were, you know, your mind sleeping or your body sleeping. Just your soul enjoy. Some region the soul can go, the mind cannot. The mind is only on the second level, eh? So if you go through the mind and up into the third level or above, the mind cannot know. All right? Or you're in samadhi, you left the mind and the body behind. Your soul goes up and merge into this glorious light of God, yeah? And you don't know, but sometimes it happens that you wake up suddenly or out of samadhi suddenly, then you catch the glimpse of the light. Then know that you have been in the light all this while until you wake up, okay? Don't worry, nobody get initiated and neglected at all, nobody. Nobody has no connect with heaven, nothing like that. It's not possible. It's more possible for the sky to fall down here than for you to get initiated for me and get nothing at all. It's not possible. And I'm telling you one more thing. Suppose you really don't see any light, you don't hear any sound at all, and your meditation allows you can't even concentrate. Never mind. You will be still a saint and you will be above the third level. Okay? No problem.